Welcome back to FryMinis. I'm Eric. Can I get a sound check? I was messing with some settings. I want to make sure those are still good. And rolling crits. My tagline, I guess, should be... Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Fridays. How about that? Awesome. Thank you. Okay, so rolling crits. Welcome. Julie, of course, welcome. Jalen, awesome. Thank you very much. How to D&D. Hey, Fred. Sounds fine. Thank you. The music's okay? Cool. So, yo, Cleric Corner. Ooh, everybody's here. Okay, we've got an exciting thing today. Brand new. Been a while since it's been a while since the book came out. That didn't come out early in a box set, I guess. You sound wonderful. Like the gentle bubble of a calming. Thank you. Thank you. Look at this right here. Boom. There's your thumbnail. We've got Journeys Through the Radiant Citadel. Comes out on the 19th. Just got it today. Like a couple hours ago, came. Of course, you know, Wizards of the Coast. Thank you for sending this over. They send these books over, right? We get to talk about them, do some videos, do a little stream, that kind of stuff. And it's great. I'm very happy with it. Fancy. Thank you. I am a little low in my chair because I have the setup for the book camera down there. Special edition is yeah. So this is the regular version. So of course these like regular books are like $50, and then you can get them on Amazon or Miniature Market or whatever, cheaper. This is the regular version. And then this is the collector's edition / retail store. So if you go into your friendly local game store, you can get this really cool, shiny, sparkly edition. I think it's neat. I think it's really nice. So, of course, if you're new here, welcome. FryMinis, Eric. Check us out at FryMinis.com. Actually, check this out. I think this should work. Fingers crossed. Oop, I don't know if I can type it right. No, Nightbot not doing this thing. Okay. Well, FryMinis.com. Here on YouTube, of course. Please like and subscribe. Twitter, Instagram. Join us at discord.gg/ oh, there we go. discord.gg/FryMinis and come hang out with us. And if you don't know, we have this thing. So our Patreon is called Spud Club. And we have this thing called monthly. It's the monthly painting contest. It's the Spud Club Painting Challenge. Every month has a different theme. If you go to FryMinis.com, you can click on it. Now it's actually there's a different category that's open to anybody. Anybody can enter. We have all sorts of cool prizes, recognition. Go check out some of our past entries and winners. They're just phenomenal. This month's theme is... Next month is Cave Creatures. Remind me, what is this month? I've forgotten already. Oh, Midnight Sparkle. Midnight Sparkle. My favorite theme. How could I forget? Second theme, favorite theme. Vanderhobtober. That's number 1. Okay, so check us out. Please enter. Go win. It's free. And of course, if you want to join, Patreon's just $5 a month. You get a free PDF. All sorts of cool stuff. Sparkles, yes. And you know what? In fact, I think we're going to start off with a giveaway. Anybody want to get a free PDF? We'll just do a little one. Giveaways. Keyword. Let's do sparkles. Okay, everybody in the chat, go ahead and type sparkles, and then we'll draw a winner from who's here right now, and then whoever wins gets a free PDF from FryMinis.com/shop. You go there and then you email me at FryMinis@gmail.com or send me a message on Discord, and then we'll get it sent over to you. Brian Daly, Jancy, welcome. Always happy to see Brian Daly. Sparkles. We got 17 people. All right. We'll do more giveaways later. But here we go. Here's our first one. 3, 2, 1. All right. Rolling crits. Oh. Wilden, we'll get you next time. Rolling crits. You know how to. I think you've won before. You know how this works. Shoot me a message. We'll get you one. Send out to you. Any PDF from FryMinis.com/shop. Okay. So what we're here to do today is we are here to talk about this book, Journeys Through the Radiant Citadel. This is one of my favorite kinds of books, story anthology books. So think of a series of adventures that can be completely standalone. Oh, thank you, Brian. Don't forget to like the stream. Appreciate that. It's a series of adventures that you can run individually. You can come up with a reason to run them as like a mini campaign. You can take them, do it as a one shot. You can plug these adventures into Brian absolutely is MVP. You can plug these into your existing world, and it's so cool. This even has information and recommendations on how to plug it into your world. And if you happen to be running in Eberron or Forgotten Realms, it gives you specific recommendations and ideas on how to put it in there. I think that's super nice. I appreciate that they do that. And before we go any further, I do want to say, just in case this is what you're looking for, no player options, no character options, no new spells. I've flipped through it. I couldn't find anything. And I'm confident of this, but I'm not 100% sure of this. No new spells. I didn't even see any new items. There are a couple monster stat blocks. Of course, no classes or races. And there are recommendations on how to work your background into that area. If you're doing one of these, if you want to play a character from that place, but not an actual mechanical background. Hey, Luke, welcome. Oh, hey, awesome. Luke, stick around. You might win a PDF. I know you love them. But yeah, Roland. So this is 100% a Dungeon Master book. If you are looking for player options, don't buy this book. This book seems really cool, but if you're a player, this is not a book for you. If you're only a player, Julie and Eric are the MVPs. They make you look good. Given thank you. Okay. Oh geez. So this book, one thing that's really interesting about this book is that, as I understand it, the entire writing team are people of color, which is really interesting. So does a book need to be only written by people of color to be good? No, of course not. And does a book being written only by people of color guarantee that it'll be a good book? No, of course not. But I think it's really cool to hear voices that we might not normally hear. I think it's really cool to get these perspectives. And at my first flip through, this is just looking through it, most of these seem to be centered around specific cultures that are like coded, for fantasy stuff, but they're not typical, and I say typical, I probably like a medieval England kind of classic Forgotten Realms kind of stuff. It's things we might not be used to seeing in published mainstream books. So I really think that's cool, and I'm happy to see that here. I love the Blood Hunter. No Blood Hunter in this book, Luke. I look forward to seeing this. And this book has a bunch of words, like names, that are words and names that my mouth is not used to saying. So there are a bunch of really great pronunciation guides here. And if I'm saying anything wrong, I'm sorry. It's completely unintentional. I'm not trying to say anything wrong. But I think they're cool names, but it's not Bob the Soldier. I think it's really cool stuff. It's good ideas and recommendations on how to expand what our fantasy settings can look like. So with that said, let's flip the camera over and take a look. Thank you. Let's see. Let's do this one. Yeah, here we go. Oh my God. No, GIF is pronounced GIF when it comes to the file format because the creator of the file format says so. All So, let's get that mic out of the way a little bit. Okay, are y'all able to read this? I think I'm in focus. And I'll try to keep my head out of the way. So, right here with our table of contents, and yes, I do have this tiny, tiny, super thin watermark on there because I get screenshots of these things out there that are clearly from me. And so I'm trying to help out. help get FryMinis out there. Y'all, we need to keep growing. We've kind of plateaued here. So right here, the Radiant Citadel, this section, so pages 6 through 17. This gives us information about the Radiant Citadel. And then each of these are all adventures. These are all standalone adventures. They're all their own little worlds. And again, you can merge them, but that's what these are. This is the only non-adventure bit up here. So the Radiant Citadel itself, and we're just doing a little flip through. This won't be a super long stream, so don't worry. It's this kind of like gem crystal. Here, it's this. Floating out in the ethereal plane. And it's got all these connections to these different planes and different areas. And you can travel back and forth through a series of crystals. And you can live there. People live there. It's pretty neat. So on this page, we've got our list. Are we able to see that? There we go. Check that out. These are all of our adventures and the levels that they're recommended. And of course, you know, if you're up for the challenge, you can DM anything into anything else. So you could run Salted Legacy as a level 20 adventure, and you could run Orchids of the Invisible Mountain at first level. You're just going to need to do some work. No mini licking today. I'm sorry, Luke. Although I did, Miniature Market recently had a 80% off sale, and I bought a bunch of stuff. Fred, what is the average page length of the adventures? Well, I'm going to let somebody else do the math here, but, well, okay. So we've got 12 pages, 14 pages, just 9 pages. I'm not great at math, especially on camera. 11 pages, 10 pages. So around 10-ish pages, 10 to 12 pages, I think is kind of where we're at. I do want to call out, though, that at the end of these gazetteers, these are kind of like setting information briefs. So that's not part of the actual adventure, but it gives you some information about that setting and recommendations on how you can run more adventures if you like that world. What is the disclaimer? That's a good question. Disclaimer, there's no guarantee that the light of the Radiant Citadel will be visible to the naked eye on your plane of existence, but know it's there, whether seen or not. Okay. I like it. So these are short. These are definitely meant, I think, as 1, maybe 2-shot adventures. Probably a 4-hour adventure each. So this book does a really good job. And again, we're just at our first pass through here. Let me get that mic out. Is this in focus? I think it's in focus. I'm trying to see my own screen. So we've got some recommendations here on information. So this is good because it walks us through each of, like, how does the Radiant Citadel work? It's in focus for me. Thank you. So kind of like real world, not real world, but like the nitty gritty for the DM specifically, I guess, about like, here, what does the trade look like? What's the leadership look like? Oh, I didn't see this. Magic is affected in the following ways in the house, which is a healing temple, I guess. A diamond requirement is never required. So true resurrection is all the time, I guess. And hit point max for heals. Okay. And then there's like, how does the law work here? Here, how do these Concord jewels? These are how we transport and teleport between the Radiant Citadel and all the planes and areas that we're connected to. So I think it's a really robust idea, like setting information. Archmagister Hikaru, good night, good day, night, y'all. Hope it's not too late. It's not too late here. It's 7:16 my time, PM. So it's pretty good. We were gonna almost do this at 8, but I'm glad we did it at 7. The later we do it in the day, that gives us a buffer in case the delivery is late, or it gives me a little more time to like flip through, but we didn't want to go too late. Luke, I wouldn't call it lazy. I mean, it's not like LOL funny, but I think it's clever. But I mean, it's literally a disclaimer. I think it's solid. Okay. Look at that. We've got 16 people watching. Thank you. And 15 likes, which is amazing. And we've got all the different groups and kind of like organizations within the Radiant Citadel. And all these like I'm actually playing a gem Dragonborn, a crystal gem Dragonborn. Definitely used to be better. Sure. Crystal gem Dragonborn in a campaign right now, a Moon Chaser Ranger, and it is a ton of fun. This is Shola. Shola is an ancient brass dragon who helped rediscover the Radiant. I'm trying not to go into like super detail spoiler type stuff. But she's 250 years old, and she's on the council and kind of the leader. And we even talk about defenses. 12 archmages and 20 regular mages, a diamond sphere. And then now this one, this is small potatoes, but I noticed this and was immediately, I did an eye roll. It radiates bright light throughout the city in dim light for 1,000 feet beyond the city's borders. Okay, cool. This light is akin to sunlight, and evil undead don't like it. But is it sunlight? That's going to be the first question. If you're doing an adventure here in the Radiant Citadel and they're vampires or something, the players are going to ask, okay, it's like sunlight, but is it sunlight? I would just give it to you. Lucy's from the moon. That's my Dragonborn. Gem Dragonborn are strong. Yeah, I mean, he's got 30 feet of one-way telepathy, like just sending out messages, and he has a 1 minute of flight per long rest, and a radiant dragon breath. I think it's fine. I think it's pretty balanced. I'm gonna use one in the stream. Fear-based. Oh. I hate how much wizard hates sunlight effects, like the Sun Soul Monk. Yeah, sunlight can get weird. And I think because if you have sunlight against the vampire, it just like the fight's over. Like you've won. And so they want to be, but it's also sunlight. Like it's not like a rare crystal from Mars or something. It's the sun. Okay, Julia's just hating on my character now. Okay, and it's got information about like how to get to the Citadel, and this is an example. So these are the Concord jewels. So these function, they appear, and then they can like teleport you, plane shift you over to the Radiant Citadel. So this is from this artwork. It looks like some random people discovering one, and oh, it's a giant statue. No, wait, just tease. And there's information here too, which is nice, about connecting your adventures. So remember, you can do these all as one shots. You can merge them into your existing world, or you can do an ongoing campaign. I mean, this is all personal preference, but for me, one of my favorite kinds of campaigns is just an adventuring party. Like if you want to have a big overarching plot line, like that's cool, but I like that in the background. And then just having your heroes just go off on little missions. I think that gives you so much flexibility in what kind of session you're going to have. It gives you so much variety. It just makes you feel like heroes. You're like in an adventuring guild. I think that's just, and it's easy. Honestly, I think it's easy to do it that way. how would you compare it to Candlekeep? Because it's very similar in the way it's all mini one-shots. I would very closely compare it to Candlekeep. So this in Candlekeep and Salt Marsh and what's the one with the inn? Not water. Tales from the Yawning Portal. Tales from the Yawning Portal. All very similar. I think this one's very similar to Candlekeep, though, in structure, not in the actual adventures, but just in structure. Okay, so we're gonna do a quick vote. We're gonna look through one of the adventures. First of all, this little kobold. Tell me that's not awesome. Well, I don't know if it's better or worse. We haven't. This is literally the first look. So we'll have to hold on that one. The book has things that are like chupacabras. They're not literally called chupacabras, but yeah. And just so I always keep the fancy ones for giveaways. So we're closing in on 5,000. So once we hit 5,000 subscribers on YouTube, we will be doing some sort of giveaway. And I've got a couple special editions saved up. And then this is a dumb reason. I personally like to keep, look at that. I just put lotion on my hands before this. So I like to keep the regular editions for my personal collection because I like them all to line up and look the same on the shelf. Like the art on the special covers they're fantastic. Don't get me wrong. But I just like the way on the shelf. Okay. Drunken Yoda, welcome. Gotta roll out to work. Have an awesome rest of the stream. Thank you, Yancy. Okay. Here. Let's see. Where's our poll? Here's our poll. Create a poll. Which tier? Adventure tier. So, adventure. So the tiers are levels. Tier 1 is 1 through 4. Tier 2 is 5 through 10. 11 through 16 for tier 3, and then tier 4 for 17 or 18 to 20 or 17 to 20. Okay, so go ahead. I just posted a poll. Let's see if it works. I don't do the polls a lot. And then we'll flip through. So if you want to see a tier 1 adventure, click that, like a low level. If you want to see a tier 4 adventure, or is it 4? It might only be 3. Yeah, it's only at level 14, I think. So if you voted for tier 4, we'll look at tier 3. Yeah. Serenade me while I do the dishes, Eric. Serenade me while I do the dishes, Eric. It's probably going to get a takedown. All right. Let's call it. We got 11 votes. That's half the people. So I'm a bozo when I said tier 4. So those tier 4 votes are going to go to tier 3. So we will look at, is it just the one? There. I'm gonna pick specifically which one. I do listen to YouTube. Nightsea's Succor, Berry Dynasty, and Orchid on the Invisible Mountain. You know what? Let's do this one of these first, and then I still want to look at the Dia de los Muertos type of one. Let's see. You're getting a little sneak peek on these previews here. No, okay. Here, we're gonna look at this shadow one. We're gonna look at the shadow one because I know it has a cool stat block, I think. one of the few. Yes. Okay. Shadows of the Sun. So we're going to look at this tier 16. What? Tier 2. Okay. So Shadows of the Sun. So this is what we're talking about. We've got the background. This gives us just a little bit of information about the situation, about this world. It's just like, here's what's going on. Here's why this is going to be an adventure. Cool. And it's not a lot. So if you're just picking up this book to run, just get in and get out. This pronunciation guide, incredibly helpful. This name right here. I would have said Zolmate Shab. But it looks like it's Zolmata Shab. When the book comes out on the 19th, so soon. We did not get a big gap on this one. So these are good to try to figure out. Setting the adventure. This is what we were talking about with if you're playing, like if you're using the Radiant Citadel as a base, here's what it's like to get there. And then if you want to stick it somewhere in the Forgotten Realms, it recommends, try Kalimshan. Greyhawk. I don't know anything about Greyhawk, but Bright Desert. It's helpful. Just helpful little things to make it easier to run. And that's one of the things I like about those an adventure guild type campaign, because you can just pop in wherever and it's not a big deal. You can just say, it's been a week of cart riding and it's fine. But if you're playing a more traditional campaign, your players might need a little more logical reason into why your characters are there. Character hooks. Each adventure, and so this is like universal. Each adventure has this. Character hooks. Why your characters could get pulled into this particular adventure. Midnight Sun. An ally of the characters has received permission to visit Akarin Sangor and Sangor. Is that on here? Yeah. Akarin Sangar. Okay. Akarin Sangar, and witness a periodic event in which the moon shines like the sun. This ally asks the characters to escort them on a scholarly or religious expedition. So we've got each one has 3 of those, I think. And that gives you just a little way to work in. And if your characters have written up any like backstory, this is a great time to merge that in there. I think it's nice. And then this gives us a little bit of information about the adventure that we'll be running. So kind of like setting up the story, giving you all the player or the pieces that you'll need to know. And they also have a little bit of information about them, which is nice. 3 adventure hooks is good. And each one has that. I was really impressed. Starting the adventure. So you've got, everybody loves box text. Box text, you either love it or hate it, I think. As long as it's a medium amount. You don't want a ton of it. You don't want none of it. This seems like a good amount. It gives you a little information to help you describe the situation directly to the players without needing to make sure you have every single detail already locked in your head. You can just read it out of the book. So we've got, also, I skipped over it, but the art has a purple worm, and I love purple worms. And I think most of the people in this book are humans, which I was really surprised. Not all of them, but most of them. I have a lot of hope for this book. It sounds like it had a very intelligent and well-organized writing process. Yeah, I completely agree. I do. I've got a purple worm mini up there, and then I've got one from Reaper that I need to paint. So now we're going through the actual adventure. A purple worm attacks. We've got some great maps. I think these are probably Dyson Logos maps. Don't show it. Okay. A blue-skinned angel with 4 scarlet wings lands before you, accompanied by a gentle breeze. Cool. And then this particular angel, you even have personality traits, ideals, bonds, flaw, help you role play these major NPCs. And I mean, we've got Davis here, so this is a pretty serious adventure. A bazaar, chase and chase complications, D10 table. That's solid. Well, if 7 of 10 of them are no complication, I don't know. But complication tables are fun. Chases can be really tricky if you're not comfortable running them. So something like this. And then, oh, this is actually really good. So it has specific dashing rules. Okay, so this is why chases can get kind of funky. During the chase, a participant can freely use the dash action a number of times equal to 3 plus its con mod. That's not like a regular rule. And then, or you start making exhaustion checks. Like, there's not a rule that says you can't take a dash action constantly. So you'll get into these kind of like made up mini games, which I think is a totally fine way to run it, but I know not everybody loves that. And then rules for spell attacks or spells and attacks. This, without reading it fully in depth, this is impressive. Is the Jinn new monster? Well, the Jinn is an existing monster stat block. Oh, Jinni. Maybe that's just a different term. We'll get to it. We'll see at the back. There are only a couple new monsters in here. Ending the chase. Information or recommendations on how to conduct questioning once you get. Oh, look at this! An iron flask containing a Jinni. Saying Jinni is a new one. Yeah, I don't know. Well, the stat blocks are all at the end of each chapter, so we'll get there. Plural? Well, it releases a friendly Jinni named Body. Who wants you to help find the cousin. And this is a fun little artwork of like messing up your path during the chase. A bakery. Oh, she's got a prosthetic arm of some sort. Hideout, another little map. And these are simple maps. Those are always nice. Easy to reproduce without needing to get too dramatic, especially for something that's probably just going to be a one-off, one-shot. Navid, the Afridi in his human disguise. Does anybody remember the Ifrit from American Gods? That show? That was a wild show. There are rules for chase and DMG that seem streamlined. Okay, thanks, Leotis. Nolzur's Marvelous Pigments, great item. Okay, Body the Jinni. So remember, as noted up on the thing, spoiler alert. We got a full, like this is a pretty robust adventure for a one shot. We got our final conflict, aerial combat. Whoever wrote this one really was going for the specific rule set. I like. Because aerial combat, mounted combat, those rules can get really tricky and really DM specific really quickly. Where a lot of people homebrew rules. Pegasi. And then we've got our options for resolution. And then recommendation or story plot of what goes next. So that's the adventure, right? The adventure's adventure. This is the gazetteer. Each one of these has a gazetteer, and it has information about that setting. Well, Archmagister Hikaru are the book's magic items separate than the adventures. There are no new magic items. The best that I have found. They're all items that are already in the DMG, like Nolzur's Marvelous Pigments. Julie says, I like the language Polygon uses here. Mainstream D&D, which traditionally leverages a multiverse born out of Eurocentric tropes, deep Tolkien and Tolkien inspired lore. Exactly. Thank you. That's a much better way to say what I was trying to say at the start. That is good. I mean, Polygon, they're the writers, not me. But we have some information about the area, noteworthy sites. Pretty good amount. Three major sites. What it's like living there, education and arts, food and clothing, law and society. Their like God information. Names, some legends, recommendations on other types of adventures that make sense for this area, and then some more information on how, if you are going to make a character that's from this place, how maybe to work that in. So this is the angel type thing that I knew that I wanted to see. The Pari. Pari is an angelic harbinger gifted with foresight. A visit from a Pari is often a prophetic warning or portent of an event yet to come. Pari have pastel blue skin, wear robes and armor, and have 2 sets of wings. Oh, that's cool. With vivid red feathers sprouting from their backs. Medium celestial, disorienting futures. And we were using that per day spellcasting structure here. Okay. Yeah, but I think this art's like really cool, and I like the pink toes and like skin undertones. I think that's interesting. And yeah, will somebody look on D&D Beyond or whatever? Is Ginny a stat block that's different than Jin? That was a really good point. I don't believe it's addressed here. The Gazetteer was a series of books. Well, a Gazetteer is a thing. Like that book series didn't own the term Gazetteer. A Gazetteer, you can say a journal, almanac. Like those are just things. Ginny is an old monster. Yeah, I guess I don't know the difference between a Jin and a Ginny. If anybody has any ideas, like 5e ideas, I guess, let me know. Oh, Dungeons and Dummies, welcome. Yeah. Ooh, oh, look at that, by the way. Bakunawa. Gargantuan Dragon. Storm Slam. Yeah, I'm interested about this Ginny situation. I mean, I'm not reading this page by page, right? I'm trying to look for that word. Question. Okay, how to D&D. Question. It looks like monster and NPC stat blocks are scattered throughout the book. Does the book have... No. No. But as best I can tell, each of these new monster stat blocks is only used in that adventure. So, like, literally, the last page, it's stuff running right up to it. There's no index for monsters. But there are not many. I think it's like 10 or 11 or 12. There are not many monsters. So that's the general structure, right, for each of these. And then, okay, so I know our good buddy Dungeoneers pack was super excited to see the Dia de los Muertos. Also, look at this. Come on. Look at that. A Winling. CR 1/2. Let's see. Could we use this as a familiar? Would I allow it? So we're not taking the slam action. Okay. Cloak of the Mountain. Recharge. Well, 50% recharge. Magically turns invisible along with any... Ooh. I don't know. That's a lot. Invisibility. That's going to recharge every other round. And last for a minute. That might be too much. At least for like a first level, I guess, maybe. I don't know. Immediately after creature, the Windling can see misses it with an attack roll. You can, okay. Yeah. Ginny is, I had no idea. And I see a stat block on DDB. Okay, thank you. That's amazing. Hello, I just got here. Helping Hand 23, welcome aboard. Imps, yeah, imps can go. Don't imps have like a limit on it? Can imps go invisible unlimited? Oh, no. Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. Forget it. Yeah, imps can go invisible at will. Yeah. So, in that case, yeah, I think especially if this is like a warlock pet, no problem. Give me that Wingaling BB. Yeah, all right. We can do it. I don't know. It's fun. Okay. Which one are we looking for? Oh, I do want to show one other thing here. Thank you, Keith. Thank you, everybody. Doesn't seem to be any stronger than Tressum. Yeah. I was thinking the imp had a limit on it, so the unlimited seemed a little too much, but if they're both unlimited, then yeah. Check this out. I love this kobold fisher person. It's great. There's a little crab in there. Question, do all the adventures include a map of some sort as they are all set in different worlds? Yeah, they all have some, I mean, not a... I mean, they have encounter maps. I think most of them. Yeah, I think they all have a map kind of like this. That gives you the area, points of interest. They might not all have that, but I think they do. Oh, right here. Check this out. Random spicy peppers. A table for spicy peppers. Drunken Yoda, are there details as to how the Citadel works, plot hooks, and other possible adventures? I know you didn't just join this stream, so I'm going to question you. Yes, that's all in there. We've all covered that. I'm excited for the Los Muertos. Yeah, we're once I remember which page that's on, we're gonna take a look. But check out these spicy peppers. Skull face pepper, DC 20. The spice is intense. For an instant, every participant's face feels like a skull to you. Looks like a skull to you. This is unsettling, but it has no other effect. Well. Oh, okay. The next participant to eat a pepper has disadvantage on it. If you belch on them. Okay. Pepper eating contest sounds super duper fun. I just re-entered. Okay. Julie says, at a glance, the Lee are adventure. What's the Lee? What's the Lee? The Lee are adventures inspired. At a glance, I see these are adventures based on Black, Thai, Mexican, Caribbean, and Asian cultures. Cool. All right, hold on one sec. We'll find it. Is that this one? No. I do want to show you this stat block. Check this out. I'm hoping... Wait. I'm hoping to use Orchids of the Invisible Mountain in my campaign. Really excited for it, even though I've only heard a little bit about it. Yeah, Tyler, check it out. It looks cool. Catching up on the stream at double speed. Good luck. We haven't been going that long. This is Drunken. This is why, to me, this book is extremely important. Thanks, Julie. Oh. Drunken Yoda and I sometimes speak in Spanish. I don't actually speak fluent Spanish. I speak elementary hillbilly Spanish. And we mostly just talk about chanclas. There's an adventure inspired by Chop. There's probably that pepper one. Yeah, so Axolotl. Look at this. This is the Telexolotl. Gigantic salamander-like creatures that slumber in the magma of dormant volcanoes. It's huge. It's an elemental. Fire aura, pyroclasm, bunch of really cool type things. Archmagister. Yep, the director talked about making the book a while back. Seems like an impressive guy that talked his way into directing a book while not being a Wizards of the Coast employee. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm happy with the book so far. Malus Lupus 42. Jinn is the singular of Ginny. Genie is the anglicized spelling of Ginny, but is usually specific to refer to the air Ginny generally. Well, I mean, if this is your information, I don't want to step on your toes, but in Ms. Marvel, the Jinn is a plural term. And I think she uses it both singular and plural. Doesn't the book have a contents page to find? Yeah, but I don't remember the name of the page of the adventure. Gigantic, yeah. Polygon has a lot of coverage, including interview. Then go check out Polygon. Like a legendary chancla item. Yeah, of course it's a thrown weapon. I've joked a lot about doing like a path, like a barbarian chancla, but I don't think that's my place to do. I will homebrew that. Yeah. Okay. Oh, here we go. I think this is it. Yep. All right. The Fiend of the Hollow Mine. This is the one that I didn't watch a lot of the pre-release stuff because I really like doing these like first looks with all of you that I just do a brief flip through beforehand so I have some idea what I'm talking about. But this one I did see some stuff about. D&D Beyond refers to Ginny as singular and Jinn as plural. Yeah, it's all over the place. Yeah, this art is this art is scary. This person has been rolled up in a blanket and some ghouls are dragging them off. A deadly magical curse called Serenio is killing people in the arid borderlands around the city of San Citlan. Oh. Turn the page. I hate it. All right. Again, this is to show you. This is the same kind of really robust structure for these adventures that I really appreciate. We've got here's like a high level. Here's what is in the movie trailer, right? We get some background, our pronunciation. We get these three adventure settings. Where would we put it in Forgotten Realms? Anarok, Gray Cloak Hills, Desert Mouth Mountain. I don't know the Desert Mouth Mountains. And Tethir. Okay. We've got our character hooks, Healing the Plague, The Dead Return, and then starting the adventure. We jump right in. July 19th. So not long. That one is El Warius, nicknamed in Twitter, one of the big D&D creators from Monterey. Oh. Ooh, what? Okay. Night of the Remembered. It gives us information about this holiday. We've got a little adventure. 500 gold. That's pretty solid. And then Paloma. Will you look at Paloma? I'm always available to support any abuelas or abuelitas or abuelos or abuelitos. Cursed villagers. I don't know if this guy's eyes are supposed to be kind of like, Mah. Where's her chunk? Yeah, she's got heels on. Like modern heels too, which is pretty funny. Meeting Paloma. Oh, she is a gnome. Okay. A gnome assassin. Rumors, the hunt begins. Fiend's identity. Pazuzu's servant. Okay. town called Hollow. We've got a walkthrough. We've got this mine map. Ooh, multi-layered. That's nice. Glyphs of warding. Spell books. Periaptive health. Ooh, that'll be helpful here. No one should mess with her. Oh, geez. Oh, these heals are not modern? Okay. Abuela's gonna get you. And then here we go. This is the art page. Check that out. I have seen what a stiletto can do. I hope she never harnesses that technology. So, this is our ofrenda, right? So this is where we post the pictures of the dead ancestors, I think. And then over here, this is the actual party. And I like we've got all these skeletons, but they're not all human skeletons. Like there's a, and I know we might not be able to see it super high on screen, but we've got a like a tabaxi. I think there was a tiefling. Yeah. Oh, that's an actual tiefling dressed up. Just we've got some variety, which is great. And there's a dragonborn over here. Good stuff. Good stuff. Julie loves D&D art so much. This book is no exception. It's amazing. Yeah. Drunken Yoda, that's an altar altar de los muertos. The pictures are to remind us of the dead and guide them home. Well, come on home, friends. And we've got another chase complication. Oh, it uses the same rules as the other one. 3 plus con. Okay. Maybe that is in the DMG. I think somebody had mentioned it's in the DMG, but we'll see. Ofrenda. It is, but it's okay. Metalworks. Conclusion. Gazetteer. That's a hearty bit there. Features. Noteworthy sites. They're all on this map. And like this is great. I think you could use this and then have like come up with a handful of other adventures and have like a 6 to 8 session mini campaign. Especially like if your group has one person who's always the dungeon master. You know, I mean, I think that probably happens a lot. One person who's always the dungeon master. And then as one campaign ends, somebody else in the group wants to maybe dip their toes in, let the regular DM just get a little breather. You run something like this, you give them like a month break or whatever, a month or two. They'll love you forever. That stuff's good. Good. So I joined in really late. Are these all one shots or full on adventure? They're one shots. You can run them in like a loose kind of campaign based out of the Radiant Citadel, but generally these are one shots. It might take you 2 sessions depending on how your group goes, but who knows. I was looking at this book for that exact example. Switch DMs between each adventure. Yeah. Ooh, Dungeoneers pack. Hey buddy, this is why we picked this one. Just for you. Food and recreation. Here we go. Food is a particular point of pride in San Citlan, whose people use it to express their heritage. Local ingredients include agave, beans, cactus, chili peppers, maize, and tomatillos. I love tomatillos. And I love all those things, honestly. These are combined with many imported goods to create dishes, from painstakingly prepared stews such as hominy and meat pozole to ubiquitous snacks like tacos. Oh, look at this. And speaking of Dungeoneers pack, everybody, La Lucha. If you want to learn how to play a luchador class, go check out Dungeoneers pack. Luchador. Wrestling evolved into its own form of theatrical entertainment, La Lucha, where luchadors don colorful masks, adopt epic personas, and battle using acrobatic maneuvers. This is exactly the luchador from Pack. Go check them out on YouTube. Now you have to finish that class. Yeah, like because once you publish that, I don't know if you're able to, but say, oh yeah, it's San Cilan, home. It's where it's the origin of the luchadors. I don't know, whatever. I don't know if you can because this isn't in the SRD, but whatever. Tacos are canon in D&D now. I was hoping for some oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No, Pozzole's in there. The corn. I'm so embarrassed. I'm forgetting what's the corn with the mayonnaise corn. Elote. Elote. I wish Elote was in here. But this is cool. And then so we've got our information. Olvidados. Ooh. These undead intelligent creatures. Okay. Governance and growth. Some names. We've got feminine, masculine, neutral, and surnames and legends. And again, this is like just putting these little things in here I think is so helpful. We've got some recommendations on here's some more ideas on adventures that make sense to go here that can get you started. It's just and just by being there, it gives you more flavor of here's stuff that happens. What it's like to be a character from this place. Here's some thoughts on building your past. And then this is the Chupacabra. The Tlacatecolo. Oh, you know what? What are we doing? We have our guide. Tlacatecolo. I think that was pretty close. On that one. Medium Fiend. That's a new Summon Greater Demon option. Roland Maze. Yeah, no, elote. Yeah, so it's a corn with mayonnaise and cheese and I think paprika on it. And jalapeno. Pronunciation section is legit. Absolutely. Change shape, transforms into a medium. Oh, yeah. That's the thing, right? So this one's based on Mexico, right? And I believe I've heard that like Mexicans are like superstitious about owls traditionally. I think, right? I think so. If I got that wrong, I'm very sorry. but I think that's a thing. Yeah, that's cool. It does piercing and poison, abyssal and common, advantage on set. Yeah, I mean that's good. Yes, we are. Okay, thank you, Drunken Yoda. I felt like I was out on a branch on that one. Oh, hey, I don't know. Drunken Yoda, I'm not deleting spam. It says spam stop cap. That I didn't do that. The bot did that. Please, you're not banned. You're not in trouble. I love the owl superstition from Res Dogs. Yes. Res Dogs was a good show. But yeah. And just look at this. Come on. Amazing. So, and then all the way, and then those are the adventures. And then all the way, ooh, look at these. Look at this. Ooh. This is the floating in the far realm. Yeah, well, Dungeons and Dummies, thank you for hanging out. We're actually almost wrapped up too. And then we go all the way. We're in our gazetteer. We've got another stat block. Beyond the Radiant Citadel. And so this just gives you a couple more ideas of places that the Radiant Citadel is connected to that are completely open to you. So those other ones, you know, we have adventures that gives you a little bit of idea. These are just broad. Here's a little bit of information about a couple more realms, and go for it. Have fun, do whatever you want with that. So it's kind of like here's the leftovers. Can you go back to that? Okay, Tyler, I got you. If I can find it, we'll do that one last. Did I skip? Oh, there we go. All right, here's the Whistler. Aberration. Creepy art. Julie's gonna hate that. Blurred form. Psychic swipe. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yep, I hate it. Okay, so that is our first look. Now let's do another drawing real quick. And I'll have a video that's a little more kind of like reviewy, a little more traditional. Let's do a giveaway for another PDF. Where's our giveaways? And to celebrate the newly canon language, we're going to use taco. So type in taco. And again, we're using it because the book specifically mentioned tacos. Taco is you type that in and we'll draw a winner, and then the winner gets to pick a PDF for free from FryMinis.com/shop. And then you just send me an email at FryMinis@gmail.com or hit me up on Discord, and then I'll send you the PDF directly. Adam Wood just here in time for the end, and an awful creature. I like Adam Wood. How to D&D question. What do you think of the quality of the adventures? So I have not read those adventures, like actually read them through. We got this book a couple hours ago. I did just a flip through, and then here we are. So that'll be in the actual video. Initial impression, they look good at just like an eyeball, but I need to actually read through them. Please remember to like this video. I want taco looks good. Thanks for the preview, Night Owl. All right, here we go. Let's do the drawing. We still have 25 people watching. Thank you. And please go enter the Spud Club painting contest. It's free now. You can get in. It's a side category. You get PDFs on it, but it's fun, and you paint a mini, and it goes on the website, FryMinis.com/SCPC. Give the video a share. Yeah, if you give the video a share, sure, that'd be great. Once we hit 5,000, we're going to do another big giveaway with books and stuff like that. But here we are for now. Naj. Okay, here we go. Taco, last call. 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Roll it. Oh, hey. Look at that. Thanks for the preview, Night Owl. You know what? Just in case. Can I roll it again? Can I do another winner? All right. So Leotis, you win. But somebody else, we're gonna do another one because I think you might have just left. Oh no. Dissemination. Look at this guy. Oh, Taco, you did say you are here. You've been hiding. Oh, you're okay. Good, you're here. Okay, so both of you, if you want a PDF, shoot me a message on Discord or FryMinis@gmail.com. Cool. Okay, I hope y'all like this. We'll have some videos out. This book, initial impression, very positive, strictly for DMs. If you're a player, don't even worry about it. I'm just sneaky. Yeah. Okay, everybody, thank you very much for hanging out. I super appreciate it. Streams are only fun when people are on, so thank you. That'll wrap us up for today. Stay tuned, like and subscribe, and just have a nice time. Be cool. All right, bye.